see, today we are going to be doing two sections in Chapter 5, Section 5.2 and 5.4. We're going to be working with dividing decimals and whole numbers. So one of our numbers will be a decimal, and one of our numbers will be a whole number. Notice the notes that I have off to the side here. We are going to be drawing pictures to solve these problems, and also using standard algorithm. So on our notes here, I have the same exact problem written twice. The first time we solve this problem, we're going to draw a picture to solve it. And the next time we solve the problem, we're going to solve it using standard algorithm. So let's start with drawing pictures. We're going to start with drawing pictures. Okay? So if I was going to rate this problem, I would say 1 2/10 divided by 4. To put a story behind it, I might say that I have 1 2/10 of a pizza. So one whole pizza and 2/10 of another pizza. And I'm going to share this pizza, or divide it up, with 4 of my closest friends who really love pizza. But I want to make sure that everybody will have enough pizza. So I first need to solve this problem to figure out how much pizza each of us are going to get. So let's look. First, I'm going to draw a picture of my 1 2/10. Now, by looking at this problem, I hope we can both agree that this is representative of 1 2/10. I have 1 whole and 2/10 of another. Those are 2 10 rods, right? Now, I want to share my 1 2/10 with 4 friends. So I'm going to draw my 4 friends. There are my 4 friends. Now, I have to share this pizza. Now, hopefully what you're saying to yourself is, Mrs. Bone, there's no way that I can share 1 whole and 2/10. I have to break up my 1 whole. I have to take that 1 whole and cut it up into pieces. And I think you're right. I think I can take this 1 whole pizza and cut it up. So I'm going to cross this out and I'm going to cut it up. Now, what could I cut it up as? I think the easiest way to do this would probably be to cut it up into tenths. Because I know 1 whole makes 10 tenths. So when I do this, I have a total of 12 tenths. So if you count up those 10th rods there, you should have 12 of them. Because I took that 1 whole and I got rid of it. I went to the bank and I traded it in for 10 tenths. So now that I have these 12 tenths, I can easily share those with my 4 friends. So just like when we were in 3rd grade, we began working with division, we're going to start sharing. I know I have 12 of these tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4. See if I can share another 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. I still have more tenths. 9, 10, 11, 12. So according to my picture up here, I have no more 10th rods. They have all been shared with my 4 friends. Well, according to my picture, each person, which is represented by a green circle, will receive 3/10 of a pizza. I'm going to now show you how to solve this problem using standard algorithms. So in my brain, what I'm going to do is just with decimals, we're going to pretend like the decimal doesn't even exist. I'm going to ignore him for the time being, but what I am going to do with him is I'm going to pretend that he is a UFO. Just like I said, I'm going to take that decimal and I'm going to turn him into a UFO who floats up into outer space. And that's where that decimal is going to live now. So now I can treat this like any division problem. I'm going to say in my brain 12 divided by 4. So I'm going to think in my head, how many times can 4 go into 1? The last time I checked, 4 can't go into 1. Not as a whole number. So I'm going to hold that place value with a 0. So then I'm going to say, how many times can 4 go into 12? Let's see, 4, 8, 12. Looks like it can go in 3 times. And then I multiply 4 times 3 is 12, is 0, and I'm done. So, according to my picture, each person gets 3/10 of a pizza. According to standard algorithm, each of my 4 friends will get 3/10 of a pizza. I love double checking my work. So these 2 we're going to do together, and then these 2 I want you to do on your own, and then check them against the video. This way we can see where we are on our learning scale. Oakley dokley. What I just said. I have 2 and 4/10 pizzas and 8 friends to share it with. So I'm going to have to go to the bank and I'm going to have to trade it in, or I'm going to have to cut up my pizza. So I'm going to cut up my 200ths and make 20/10s. I can do that, right? There are my 20/10s plus my additional 4/10s that I had, giving me a grand total of 24/10. And I'm going to share with my 8 friends here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just like I did in 3rd grade, and I'm going to count off and going through even, Steven, 1 by 1 until I hit 24/10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Whew! Now when I look at this, I can say each friend gets 3/10 of a pizza. Now on the other side of my t-chart, I'm going to solve this problem, 70 and 49/100ths divided by 19, using standard method. Dancing monkey slide down with a UFO. So as I just said, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up my decimal. Say to myself, how many times does 19 go into 7? 0. How many times does 19 go into 70? 3. 19 times 3 is 57. I subtract and get 13. Bring down my 4. Completely ignoring the fact that I have a decimal there. I just don't care. I have my UFO up in place. It just doesn't matter at this point. As long as I put everything in the right place value, that decimal is not a concern. So then I solve 19 into 134, which it goes in 7 times. When I multiply that out, 19 times 7 is 133. Subtract and I get 1. And then I bring down my 9. Hooray! 19 divided by 19 is 1. So just as we said before, my UFO goes straight up. 6 times product of 246. Subtract to get 32. Bring down my 8. 41 into 328 gives me a answer of 8. Divided or multiply it out and I get a product of 328. Subtract and I get 0. So my final answer to that question is 6 8/10. Hooray! Please mark yourself on your learning scale on how you feel, how successful you feel, and how well you understand this learning target of dividing decimals and whole numbers.